One of the very exciting things about this year at the Cincinnati Zoo is we're opening up a new exhibit for African penguins called Penguin Point. You are going to love this exhibit. Penguins are our most popular birds at the zoo because you can see them flying around through the pool, and with this clear glass, it'll really be fun. I'm here with Cody Sowers, and he's going to tell us about all the highlights of this. How are you, man?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Can we go in with him?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. I'll lock the door. We don't even be able to escape.
That's right. Just watch your step. We're going to walk around with our African penguins here at the Penguin Point.
Now, you know, people think of penguins from Antarctica, but I guess they also come from Africa.
Absolutely.
I'll stand far apart. We can maybe go.
There we go, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, so there are 17 species of penguins found worldwide. Only 5 need snow and ice to survive.
Okay.
So a lot of them are going to be in areas like this, like the African penguin are going to be in a little bit warmer climate. You know, you think their preferred habitat is my preferred habitat, so a flat sandy beach, nice warm weather. You know, no margaritas or daiquiris out here on Penguin Point, but you know, they've got the awesome pool, lots of swimming, lots of good stuff going on out here, especially in the sand too, standing out here. So a really, really interesting exhibit though.
And I imagine the water is cooler along the southern coast and the islands off South Africa.
Absolutely,
so is the water refrigerated?
It is. It's not refrigerated, but it is chilled down pretty bit.
Yeah, good.
A good amount. Yeah,
good,
absolutely.
good. This exhibit is over 3 times as big as where they were, and it's a much more natural habitat. Before, they kind of looked like they were in someone's backyard.
Yeah, it was like a forest exhibit.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly. So in here, tell about some of the highlights that would be really beneficial to them.
Yeah, well, like you said, it's 3 times bigger, roughly. Yeah. The pool space, I mean, we have it's a gigantic pool, honestly. Very, very deep. It's around roughly 9 feet at its deepest point, but there's varying levels. The amount of gallons that we have were a little bit more than double what they had available before. Yeah. We have wave machines in the pool, so we've got a current that we can kind of get kicking at any sort of interval that we'd like. We've got other birds in here too, so with so much more space, we can now have other species as well.
Okay, so I see these cormorants.
Yes, we have
Are they from Africa?
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely. White-breasted cormorants. You got yellow-billed ducks in here as well.
Yeah.
We're going to be getting pelicans too.
Okay,
so
cool.
There's a lot of really cool birds. And then the African penguins too, a really, really charismatic species. We have around 16 of them right now, and we're going to be able to go up to about 30.
Good.
So, yeah, a lot of really cool stuff going on here.
And will you do that by breeding them or bringing some in?
Absolutely, yeah. We've worked with the SSP, the Species Survival Plan for these guys, so we can do any sort of breeding with the recommended pairs. We can also bring in other birds from other facilities as well.
Now that's neat. Now, I know there's a lot of attention paid to how much they swim.
Yeah.
How do you keep track of that? Because they all look alike to me.
Yeah, so just like in Rue Valley, the blue penguin exhibit down there, we have RFID sensors pretty much all over, like where we're standing right here. If we had our RFID bands on, it would be reading where we are.
Okay.
But there's a couple birds out here right now that have it. We're still in the process of putting everybody's band on. But they're RFID trackers. You see these little boxes? Those are the antennas for where the RFID antennas are placed. So basically, anywhere they go into the pool, it's reading where they go in the pool. Where they're swimming, those sensors out in the pool as well. So where they're spending their time, it records that. We're getting all of the data that we've ever wanted to know about penguin swimming. And because we can't be out here just watching all day long, right?
Yeah.
So now we've got a whole computer program taking care of all of that.
So why is it important for them to swim more than just stand around?
Swimming is super, super important for penguins. When you think about these animals in their natural habitat, they spend about 75% of their lifetime swimming.
Okay, because all the pictures people see are up on shore.
Absolutely,
So they are in the water swimming.
They're in the water the majority of their time. So in zoos, it's a challenge to get them interested in swimming because they don't really need to. You know, their food's brought to them. They don't need to hunt. They don't need to, migrate or do any of that sort of stuff. But here, what we can do with this big pool is we can monitor how much they're getting in the water. That gets them exercising, it gets them preening. You notice their feathers look all nice and clean. See that cormorant there, he's preening as well.
Yeah.
So they clean their feathers, they're exercising, they're keeping their weight in check, and it's also really, really important for foot health. So, so a lot of amazing benefits from swimming. So that's what we're trying to encourage here.
Now I know over the number of years as zoos try to do a better job with our animals, give them the best life we can.
Yeah.
We do a lot of enrichment.
Absolutely.
Is some of that built into this exhibit?
There is some of that built in as well. I mentioned the wave machines. So we do have 2, they're called hydrojets. They are hydro wizards. I can't remember the branding, but we can program them with a computer program to, like, let's say for 4 seconds they blast at 100%, and then 4 seconds they go at like 8%. But we can create a tide. We also have hooks strategically placed all in the bottom of this pool that we can hook different enrichment points as well. So we can hook fake kelp, we can hook things to, you know, like a little sparkly type toys to get them interested in that, because they like shiny things. So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff that we can do. So we'll have our dive team really, really busy. So they'll be cleaning the pool bottom, but then also hooking up toys for the penguins. So yeah, it's exciting times.
I imagine because their birds are pretty food driven, are you ever going to feed them live fish?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, we're definitely going to do live fish. We've never had the capability to do that before. With the last pool, it was really not designed for penguins. It really was an interesting shaped pool as well. They hadn't really had experience being around live fish. But one of the cool things we are going to do here is over in our VIP area over on this side, we are going to offer a feeding experience. So it'll be a behind the scenes experience where people can actually come in and get a tray of fish and actually feed the birds. It's going to be really cool. We've never been able to do anything like that, so now it's really exciting.
Well, Bubba the Penguin and I are excited that Penguin Point opens on September 9th, so be sure to come down this fall and see these birds in action. Penguin Point is the latest installment in our big capital campaign, More Home to Roam. As the name implies, it's to give our animals more space in world-class exhibits. We started with our walk-in entrance, and then Rue Valley, and now Penguin Point, and now on to our biggest exhibit ever, Elephant Trek. Over the next few years, we hope to move the cars out of our back safari parking lot, move our elephants down there to a 5-acre exhibit. If you want to learn more about how you can help the zoo grow and support our More Home to Roam campaign, you can check out our website. I'll see you at the zoo.